A hybrid car caught fire inside a surprise garage last night. We brought you this fire as breaking news at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and Steve Nielsen has now learned about the new tool used to put this fire out. Instead of being live in Surprise, though, tonight he's live in Phoenix. Steve, why is that?
Oh, exactly right. It's an important question because this fire was at Dysart and Greenway in Surprise, but crews responded as far away as Phoenix to this. That is because it shows us that even a house fire, sort of a traditional fire that firefighters put out, is now more of a cause for concern because so many garages are filled with hybrids and electric vehicles. The flames were impressive. Inside the Surprise garage, a hybrid car was burning Tuesday night. Not a full EV, but the challenges are just the same.
They both use a lot of water, so we know that it's going to be a long firefight because we're just going to be putting tens of thousands of gallons of water on top of these fires versus a traditional combustion engine.
That's Surprise Battalion Chief Larry Suburvi. He says because a battery was burning, they took every precaution with air toxicity issues, water demands, and calling in resources across the valley.
So last night you had a Phoenix safety officer that's been on these calls before, put him in the command van with that Surprise command in the regional command. We're all on the same page and we're going to safely put this out.
That's Phoenix Fire's Rob McDade. He says they learned a lot last night.
And last night's incident will go a long way into building really this card catalog for us to look at every fire. And now when we do the training, hey, this is what Mesa had and this is what they did. This is what Gilbert did. This is what Phoenix did, and now this is what Surprise did. So the region, if we're not sharing this information, we're not working hard enough.
Once the flames calmed, Surprise Fire used a giant blanket and draped it over the car.
Put the fire blanket over, right? Fire needs oxygen to survive, to help suppress the oxygen that's there.
It's a welcome change from the last strategy we saw implemented as a Waymo electric vehicle caught fire in Phoenix. It had to be submerged in wet sand.
You know, that is a technique where we're going to get giant dumpsters, put cars in them and fill them with, thousands of pounds of sand isn't necessarily something that's sustainable, but it was working at the time a couple years ago. So we just had to evolve some of those techniques. So, I don't think that we're done in the learning phase for, how to best fight electric vehicles. And we're not alone, right? It's across the country.
Owner, by the way, got out safely. Surprise Fire complimented her. That's because she informed dispatch that inside of the garage that she did have a hybrid vehicle. They said that information was very helpful so that crews knew how to respond safely. By the way, the cause of the fire, that's still being investigated. Reporting live, Steve Nielsen, Fox 10 News.